What's going on, growers? It's James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. We're a week away from fall, and even though this year was our most productive ever, we're still not satisfied. We want to continue to improve, but also take advantage of all of our opportunities. So today, I wanted to bring you along for a harvest and also show you how the gardens are growing. Let's go! I just mentioned that this was our most productive year ever, but that's no surprise because it was by design. This is what happens when you approach gardening from a perennial mindset. And I don't just mean planting perennials, but viewing the whole system with the idea of investing. Using time to our advantage, starting with the foundation of building and improving the soil every year. It's like what Paul Gauci talks about. It reminds me of it, how he focuses his design on creating a system that every year he gets bigger harvests with less work. That's why we love using a thick mulch just like he does. We let nature do the work for us. All we have to do is supply the microorganisms with organic matter and they'll do the rest. Let's grab some peppers right here and start the harvest.
Look at all those fancy clothes, but these could keep us warm just like those. And what about your soul? Is it cold? Is it straight from the mold and ready to be sold? And cars and phones and diamond rings, bling bling, those are only removable things. What about your mind? Does it shine? Are there things that concern you more than your time?
Excellent flavor too. Nothing tops the dragon tongues though.
Everything gone, give a damn. Gone be the birds if they don't wanna sing. Gone people.
You'll notice in this section, we've got 3 different kinds of plants growing. We've got these beans, we've also got cucumbers, and then I have grapes. These grapes are something that's going to be producing for us in the future as Tuck is trying to rip down. Look at him, he's trying to get to the cucumber that he sees in there. He's trying to pull the grapes down with it. So once I start focusing on something, he tries to find his way to the cucumbers. But we've got one right here. Tucky, it's right here, boy. It's right here, boy. So this is what he was looking for. So we'll let him have that cucumber. I'll hold this as I grab a couple of these other ones. I was just gonna give him some green beans instead, but sometimes he's a little persistent. And that's what, it's actually a good lesson for us to learn from Tuck and be as persistent as he is. Because in the beginning of the year, we were a little bit unfortunate with our cucumbers, but we didn't quit. We kept at it, we kept planting more rounds and adapting how we were doing things. Now we're getting some harvest later in the season. So it makes it, I think, even more worth it when you have to put a little work in. And a lot of you have asked what kind of breed that Tuck is. Tuck's actually a Yorkshire Terrier, and he's about 9.5 years old. His birthday is in April, so throw some hearts down in the comment if you love seeing Tuck eating and harvesting his own snacks. And then come next April, we're gonna do something special for his birthday. Maybe give him a specific video or something. While we're here, let's grab some of those other cucumbers. Got one right here. Nice one, gonna be great in salads. I love them in salads. I don't see that many more here. We got another one there. So again, the smaller you harvest cucumbers, the better. That's how we really like them. And then another small one right here I'm just gonna grab.
Look at you out to make a deal. You try to be appealing, but you lose your appeal. And what about those shoes you're in today? They'll do no good on the bridges you burnt along the way. Oh, you willing to sell anything? Gone with your herd. Leave your footprints and we'll shame them with our words. Gone people, all careless and consumed. Gone, gone, going, gone, everything gone, give a damn. Gone be the birds if they don't wanna sing. Gone people, all awkward with their things. Gone. Lord, I pray, let them be safe.
No turning back, I'm just a mile away from home.
Sit here, wait, let me be patient. Sometimes it's hard to ease my mind to realize
you're always with me, waiting, willing
to hear my prayers, my hopes, my dreams, my every need.
I pray for light in times of darkness. What's meant to be will always be, though I control my destiny.
Free will you gave me, though you made me.
Be careful of the things you do, it eventually comes back to you.
Most of you know that I love growing my tomatoes up a bamboo stake with the prune stake method, but you'll notice this one is left sprawling on the ground. That's because this was a volunteer. And I'm gonna grab one of them right here. This is the Indigo cream tomato. It's got nice color to it. And this one is open pollinated, which means it'll grow true to seed. So I let it continue to grow and we'll taste it. It should taste just as good as when I planted it last year. Good sweet flavor to it. Over here though, I've got a tomato that came up as a volunteer. That was a hybrid. Let me bring you to that. This variety right here is the chocolate sprinkles variety. Like I mentioned, this one is a hybrid. So what that means, it's not going to grow true to seed like an open pollinated or an heirloom would. So it's not going to be, you're not going to be guaranteed that it's going to be the same kind every year. So I haven't tried it this year yet, but it did come up on its own as a volunteer. Let's try it out. Still pretty good flavor, but I don't think it was as good as when I planted it last year. So again, when you have plants that self-seed themselves that are hybrids, you're not going to be guaranteed the same tomato that you grew the year before. That's enough with the taste testing though. Let's grab some tomatoes. Some of the larger beefsteak varieties. Got some nice ones here. And we've got a bunch in the old food forest too that we're going to be grabbing. Some real nice ones in there. But we'll get what we have in this new food forest first. Drop these in and then grab some of these super sweet 100s. Excellent flavor tomato, great production. And this thing, if it was standing up, is got to be about 10 feet, but it's gotten so heavy, it's bent the bamboo stake. And next time I'm gonna have to drive some of those bamboo stakes in a little deeper, but every year we learn. Sometimes you just don't realize how heavy your tomatoes are gonna get when they've got so many on them and they're just full of water. But this isn't your regular water, this is living water inside of this stuff. Same thing with our cucumbers. When I have a lot of cucumbers, sometimes I'll make cucumber smoothies or just cucumber and juice them. This way we can drink that living water. It's way different than anything you can get from a faucet, that's for sure. Some people ask me a lot of times what I do with the harvests. Oftentimes I just either give them away or process a small amount, but giving it to family, friends is my favorite thing to do, to put a smile on someone's face. There's nothing like when someone has their first organic tomato, naturally grown from a garden. All organic, so good.
Sometimes it's hard to ease my mind to realize
You're always with me, waiting, willing
to hear my prayers, my hopes, my dreams, my every need.
I pray for wisdom and understanding. Destruction of civilizations past is consequence of forest fire.
Air we breathe, a gift from the tree.
What goes up must come back down, what goes around comes back around.
Things you do be done unto you. Sometimes it's hard to ease my mind to realize
You're always with me, waiting, willing
to hear my prayers, my hopes, my dreams, my
every need. I pray for peace in times of war. Universal law, Babylon shall fall. The things you do shall be done
Look
unto
how productive
you.
this tomato is at this time of the year. I believe this is the Chef's Choice Orange, and it's a hybrid, and it's a descendant or derived from the Amana Orange, which is an heirloom variety. But it's got a number of beautiful tomatoes on it. We've got 2, 3, it's got 6 excellent looking tomatoes. Let's put those 2 in. Grab a couple more of these. And the reason I grew this Chef's Choice Orange is I've grown it other years, but it's known to be a good producer late in the season. So that's one thing we love to do. Make sure we grow a bunch of different varieties so we get good stability and also extend our harvest. And it looks like there's another variety right next to me here. that has a nice tomato on it. So we'll put that one in. And while I'm over here, I'm gonna grab some more cucumbers as well. Some over here. Turn into that food forest kind of jungle feel. I know there's a couple on the other side. Grab those, grab another one. This is the kind of ones that I gotta be careful because once I drop these in, you know who's gonna show up. We got a good amount of stuff in the basket now. Let's move into the new food forest and bring Tuck with us, see if he wants some dragon tongue beans. We still have a lot of dragon tongues already, these beans. And these are so good, Tuck loves eating these. See if he wants one. When I'm inside and I'm trying to eat these, he'll just come in and just basically sit and whine, trying to sit all straight so that I make sure that he gets some of them. He knows he's cunning enough to know how to get what he wants. We've got a lot of them in here, so I'm gonna continue to harvest them while Tuck enjoys his snack. I'm sure he'll come back for more. So these are such a beautiful bean too. I showed it a number of times, but look at that streaking. This is one of those things, a lot of times you'll grow things and they just look good, but they don't taste good. This is one of those things that also tastes really good. So as you can see, Tuck is a testament to that. That's today's video, growers. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Another harvest, another basket full. It's a great feeling. And behind me, I have a number of beans that I'm still gonna harvest, but I'm gonna cut the video off. I wanted to thank everyone for your continued support, and I wanted to let everyone know that I do appreciate all this food that I get here and all the love that you send, both me and Tuck. I want to encourage all of you to get connected with some other people down in the comments, because I know when I first started gardening, I felt almost lonely, like I was the only crazy person who was around doing this stuff. Then I went online, I found an excellent gardening community, and that has made all the difference. This community is, I think, one of the top ones on YouTube because everyone's always encouraging, everyone's open to learn and to share their knowledge with other people. That's why I love making these videos and connecting with all of you. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share with your friends. Don't forget to check out the merch down low. Tuck and James will be back at you real soon. We out.